All right. To all my people that still watch wrestling, welcome to another episode of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. Episode 29 is here. I'm Steve Dent. We got Tilly. We got Shaq in the house, man. And boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy, what a week of wrestling that
I
we
am
have.
invigorated by hearing some real nigga shit by John Cena, man. Man, oh man. So I'm sick and tired of y'all bullshit.
Sick and tired of it.
Y'all need a pit. Wait. You need a pit. John Cena's rant with the J Electronica intro with Minister Farrakhan. So all
Oh,
the
yeah.
deaf Negroes.
Hey, man. Hey, yeah, it's a lot we got to talk about, man. Kick off the show, man. I got an icebreaker for y'all. So it's a gauntlet, but we're gonna do this differently. All right. So instead of having a slideshow with the pictures, y'all know how sometimes like they'll do an interview and it's kind of like an either or. So you got to pick between two people or whatnot. So here's the topic. The topic is, who would you like to see become a champ more in 2025? So it doesn't matter if they've already been champ before or whatnot. It
World
could
champ?
be world champ. We talking about, well, actually, just hold the A belt. Hold the A belt. Who would you like to see hold the belt more in 2025? It doesn't have to be the world champ. It could be like U.S. title, Intercontinental title, whatever. You just want to see them be a champ more than the other person. All right. So, but I got a male one and I got a female one. So I need one of you to decide who's gonna do the female list and who's gonna do the male list. Pause.
Rock, paper, scissors. Best out of one.
I think we should use I crossed before Willie, so I should just get to pick.
Oh, you
I
want
like the rock, paper,
deference? Fuck
scissors.
all
Yeah,
that shit, nigga. Fight me. Nah,
I like rock, paper, scissors. I like the rock, paper.
Will it work with the delay? Will it work?
rock, paper, scissors, shoot, right?
All right.
Right, rock, paper,
Wait,
scissors, shoot, right?
let's do a test run. Hold on.
All
Test
right,
run.
all right. Hey, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Just hold it.
Okay,
Yeah. There we go.
I
Oh,
do it.
yeah? All
Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot.
Yeah. What's this?
I'll take the guys, bro.
I bet.
Just in case. Pause, just in case. Y'all been doing me greasy on IG. Don't think I ain't been noticing. Although I ain't been on IG heavy over the last like month or so.
And I guess E-Pod don't respect that much around here. That's cool.
All right, Willie. So I remember just in general, who you would like to see become a champ more. All right.
All right.
All right. So first, Carmelo Hayes or Grayson Waller?
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes or Ludwig Kaiser?
See, dang, I'm a little biased. You know, Grayson Waller title run would be kind of fun on the solo run, but ooh, Ludwig and Carmelo, that's a tough one because Ludwig is cooking right
He's cooking right now. Yeah, he's cooking right now.
I'm gonna go Carmelo because I want to see a black heel. I would like to see a black heel.
Okay. Carmelo Hayes or Trick Williams?
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes or Penta?
Or Penta? Yeah. At this point, I'll go Penta. No. Yeah, I'll go Penta.
Okay. Penta or Damian Priest?
Damian Priest, for the sake of proving everyone wrong that his first title run was kind of, solidify himself as a top.
Okay. Damian Priest or Aleister Black?
WWE, Aleister Black. Yes. I'm a big Aleister Black fan to begin with, so.
Aleister Black or Jimmy Uso?
For storyline purposes, I'm going to go Aleister Black because the Jimmy Uso storylines is going to be
Aleister Black or Solo Sikoa?
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black or Drew McIntyre?
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Aleister Black or Drew McIntyre. I'm going to go Aleister Black because Drew can, I'm not concerned with Drew cooking without the title.
Aleister Black or Jey Uso?
Jey Uso.
Jey Uso or Jacob Fatu?
Jacob Fatu, ASAP.
Jacob Fatu or CM Punk?
Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu or Seth Rollins?
Jacob Fatu.
And Jacob Fatu or Roman Reigns?
Jacob Fatu.
All right, Jacob. Okay. All right. Cool.
Pick the belt on my boy ASAP. Rock a dog on go ass. From post to post.
Live from coast to coast.
Live from coast to coast. 5, 2.
Two. All right, Shaq, you ready?
Yeah.
You got the female Shaq, so here we go. Mission or Piper Niven? For Niven or Last Legend?
Last.
Last Legend or Jada Parker? Jada Parker or Jordan Grace?
Boy, bias about to come out. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Let your bias. Let your bias take over, boy. I understand. Understand.
Hey,
Understand. Okay.
Jordan Grace or B-Fab?
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace or Dakota Kai?
I had B-Fab versus
Jordan
Jordan Grace. That was a little unfair.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace or Zelina Vega?
Time to be biased. Zelina Vega. Shout out to Queens.
Bias for Zelina, but not Jada.
Money
It's
for the
crazy.
Queens.
Zelina Vega or Raquel Rodriguez?
Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega or Shayna Baszler?
Justice for Shayna. Shayna Baszler. Justice for Shayna.
Shayna Baszler or Kyrie Zane? Kyrie Zane or Alexa Bliss? Kyrie Zane or Jade? Jade or Oscar? Oscar or Naomi?
Just because of right now, Naomi, yeah, the storyline's cooking Naomi.
Then Naomi or Bianca Belair?
The EST.
EST, there it is. Okay. All right. That was a nice gauntlet. I like that. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. I feel like
quick side note, they threw on Cage Match Cena's promo, right? Rated it 9.6.
Oh, 9.6. Shoot, well, let's get into it real quick. Let's talk about it. We can talk about it now. John Cena, man, cut a promo last night on Monday Night Raw. Special start time at 3 p.m. and he opened. They did not wait. He opened on Raw.
There's no need. They know what everybody here for. There's no need.
No.
There's no need.
Man, so first and foremost, I would like to start this by saying, Willie, I was wrong. 2 episodes ago, me and you had a back and forth argument about John Cena and whether he had to win at WrestleMania or not. I was wrong. He has to win at WrestleMania after that promo last night. He has it.
I know, but they can't do all this and have him lose, man. What I will tell you is going to happen, though, is that if for some reason Cody does win, it's because of heel tactics, or if he loses, he is going to do everything in his power to try and win, and he's going to do compromising shit to continue to sow in those seeds of like him slowly crossing over to the dark side. What's going to happen is he's gonna lose the title, and he's already dealing with the pressures of all that comes with the title, friends betraying him, all the challengers, and now he's gonna go into the mode of trying to get that belt back and that want and desire of wanting it back, and he's gonna go straight demon mode, doing whatever by any means necessary, turn heel to get the belt back. But just save this clip for then.
So I'm gonna say this, and then Shaq, I want you to follow up. I think so. I would go as far as to say, and I've been thinking about this all day because I wanted to think about this before I actually came on this podcast and said, and I've been thinking about it for a while, and I'm willing to say that might be the most believable promo from a heel in WWE history. I'm gonna specify from a heel. I'm not, because there's believable promos as far as emotions, as far as retirements and stuff like that. So not gonna include those. I'm just specifically talking about from a heel and the justification as to why they turn heel. That might be the most believable promo I've ever saw. We gotta break this down. With John Cena, number one, when he first came out, it was ruthless aggression and stuff like that. He actually coined the term for the new name, ruthless aggression era, right? But won't nobody really, you know what I'm saying, feeling John Cena for real, pause. And even before then, like he said in many interviews that was around the time where he thought he was going to get released. Then in order to get himself over, John Cena turns into this fake thug gimmick, word life, stuff like that, just to get the crowd to kind of like buy in, and he come out, he kicking freestyles every week. Kind of like, hate to say that a white guy's coded, but that's pretty much what it was. You know what I mean? He cutting out, kicking raps and stuff like that, even drop a rap album or whatever, just to get the crowd on his side. He wins at WrestleMania 20, beats the Big Show and whatnot. The following year, he gets his opportunity against JBL and wins the WWE. I can't. No, I'm right. Batista won the World Heavyweight title. He won the WWE title against JBL. Then he kind of turns into a version of himself that's like kind of truly himself, right? The John Cena that we know and love now. But over time, everybody got tired of it to a point where even some of us, like myself, I actually took a break from wrestling while I was in college because I didn't necessarily like the product. I didn't like John Cena, you know what I'm saying, dominating everything or whatever. But we turned on Cena and we booed him year after year after year after year to the point where the only time that I can recall John Cena getting heavily cheered over somebody was when he faced Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns was a big dog. That's the only time I can recall him getting heavily cheered in a match from WrestleMania 22 up until that point, right? So he does all this winning, does all these make-a-wishes or whatever, and never turns heel. And then we get to this late era John Cena, where it's kind of like, all right, I hear the feedback. Y'all don't want me in the title picture no more. Fine. I'll open SummerSlam against Baron Corbin. And I think he's only won, and I could be wrong, but I think John Cena has only won one match in probably like the past 4 to 5 years. I think that might have been.
I think it's longer than that.
I think it might have been against Baron Corbin. And now everybody loves him because he's losing, right? So even to the point where you fast forward to January, everybody's cheering because we think that John Cena's about to win and Jey Uso actually wins and he puts Jey Uso over. So now he in a situation where he's desperate. He wants 17. He came out and cut a promo on Netflix saying it's going to take a miracle for me to do it. And then he does what he does. And the thing I loved about his promo most is not one that the reason why it was so believable is not once did he mention The Rock. He made it just about me and about you. And the times I got booed in Chicago for Money in the Bank, the time I got booed in ECW when it was me versus Rob Van Dam, the times y'all booed me out the building for less, the John Cena sucks chance ringing off and you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it all still with a smile on my face. And now, you know what? My last year out, now it's about me. It's no longer about y'all anymore. So it's probably the most believable promo a heel has ever cut in WWE history. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that. Shaq, what's your thoughts on the promo?
Amazing. Like amazing. That is a masterclass on number one, crowd control. Like he had that, they did everything he wanted him to do. Like he was playing with the emotions, the highs, the lows. They were literally eating out the palm of his hand. Like he had them right where he wanted them. And I want to say we were also right about them not changing his theme music. Like perfect.
Yeah, I was right about that.
What better way to go with the John Cena sucks? Like that's amazing heat already. And how everything tied together. It's like, I know you want new theme music. I know you want new gear, but you don't deserve that.
I know.
Like, this is me. Nah. This is mine. Like, I created this. This is for me. Like, no longer I'm going to do what you want me to do. Like, that's perfect. Like, the only thing I didn't like about that whole promo, like, because the first segment took damn near 30 minutes. It took a half an hour.
It was over 30 minutes long.
I'm not complaining about that. There's no way Cody comes out there and they don't get shit shaken. No, you did that to me, and the first time I'm running into you think we just gonna stand and talk?
I think you spared him.
No, there's no talking. We have to move
It makes sense because he's saying like, yo, like this ain't who I want to fight. He says that. Why he goes out
guess
there?
what? I'm gonna fuck you up, and then when you bring the other John Cena back, I'm gonna kick his ass too. We shaking furniture every time I see you pull some stuff like that on me. That's the only thing I didn't like about
him. He's the face, man. You know, he's the face.
So he pussy.
I mean,
he not.
Somewhat, kind of, a little bit. A little bit.
Coach kind of win the ring. Like, look, like I don't want the smoke, But whoever this is, I don't want no parts of. Like, this
Yeah,
ain't.
he said, "I'm
I
gonna
want you.
wash you. I'm a dog walker." He said, "Yo,
I
I'm
want you.
gonna
Even
I
deal
want
better.
with
you.
you, yo."
I want
It's
you.
an
I want
easy
you.
night.
It's
Easy
too
night
easy
for
right
me.
now, man.
But
I want you.
that's nitpicking. Like that's the only thing I didn't like about that. Like if Cody comes out there, we got to get shit shaken.
I want you. I'll give you a perfect example. I'm using sports analogy. Draymond Green wants smoke with everybody, but even he has admitted going against certain teams is boring. Like, he has to find ways to motivate himself. You know what I'm saying? Cody looking at him like, I don't want the at WrestleMania. This is my opponent. I don't want nothing to do with this. Like,
Draymond
go,
also didn't
go.
get his shit lumped up in his intro busting. Like
Go find the John Cena that's on this shirt. And I think the next promo that John Cena cuts towards Cody, I think that's gonna be lethal, bro. I think this run might submit John Cena as top 3 best on the pause on the microphone of all time. I had to pause that. Like, top, it might submit him as top 3. Like, off the top, once this is done, it might submit him. It depends on how vicious he comes with this next promo in regards to Cody, man. And I think because I was watching Seti Zap, I was watching his replay, and he was like, "Hey, John Cena, take it easy on him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him." Because we know what John Cena can do, man. John Cena has buried people, man, with that microphone, man. Like, he's he's
Ray,
vicious. Yeah. Like, right, you know what I'm saying? It took a while for Roman to bounce back from that, man. So, Willie, what was your, you get the last thoughts, man. What was your thoughts on the promo?
I mean, Shaq commented, the nail on the head as far as how it went. I was curious how it would have been if it was in front of an American audience. Right, those are random thoughts that were going through my head as I was watching it the first time. Then again, not too long ago before we started the show,
Yeah.
and then also, hey man, I think us as Americans need to work on our foreign language skills, man. Because ain't no way they understood that entire promo, dog. Like, they was in there like responding on key at the right appropriate
that
times
was
and
a
everything, bro.
very American response.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was. It
yes,
was, but I'm being
yes.
honest, bro. We need to do better. We need to do better because their understanding of the English language is top notch, bro. Top
Time
notch.
notch.
Top
I
notch. Shout out
honestly
to them
think,
folks.
I think personally, I think it would have been the same amount of heat in the U.S. arena, but I think what would have happened is the rest of the show wouldn't have been as much energy, whereas the European crowd can keep the same energy for
Yep.
the entire show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do think just because of that moment, and we've been waiting to see Cena, I think it would have been the same amount of heat for sure. It just would have been after that what would have happened. So yeah, man, amazing promo, man. Can't wait to see what happens next. Because they still got to tie the rock into this whole thing or whatnot. Waiting to see what happens next with that. Uh, all right, so there appears to be a mess right now as far as one of the W titles, and that's the U.S. title. Right now, we are less than a month away from WrestleMania, and right now I have no idea what they're about to do with this U.S. title. So how would you all book this U.S. title? Obviously, LA Knight is going to be the champion going into WrestleMania. Who does he face? Does he face a multitude of people? Does he face one person? How would y'all book this? And Willie, I'm going to go with you first.
This is a hard question to answer because, like, the way it's looking, the IC title might end up being the one that's a multi-man match.
I think they're only going to give us one apiece, and they have those two. They have those two big.
I think, and we're going to talk about this later, but I think it's going to be Penta versus Braun at Mania.
We should still have Finn Balor in there. Dom kind of looking a little curious. Like, I mean, like,
Do
you think they give us more than one triple threat match on both nights?
one of them got to be a ladder match or something.
We gonna have the
Yeah,
one. Okay, a ladder match.
I think they get away with it by having a ladder match,
gimmick
like a 6-man ladder match or something. Like,
okay, a ladder match. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
For which
That's what I'm
title, though? The
thinking.
U.S. or the Intercontinental title?
The U.S. title.
I don't know, man. I was thinking the IC title, but
I ain't see Brown.
That would mean we don't get Solo versus Jacob at Mania. You know what I'm saying? Jacob would be in that picture. Solo would be in that match. Jimmy Uso would be in that match. LA Knight would be in that match. Shinsuke would be in that match. That's 5 people right there, and you maybe
I can see that, man. You got a lot of star power in that match right there, man, to take it, to where it needs to go, especially for WrestleMania. But I think I could see the IC title being a solo one-on-one Penta versus Braun, and then that the US title be a multi-man match of some sort, whether it's a ladder match or a triple threat or whatever have you. They throw together for it.
probably I'd be cool with it being a ladder match for the US title, like you just said, and then Penta versus Braun for the Intercontinental title. I'd be cool with that.
I'm fine with they just put them on different nights, and they can both be multi-man matches, man, and have some fire matches. With the IC title, you got Braun, Penta, Finn. You got a plethora of people that can probably put on a banger as well.
You probably throw Ludwig Kaiser in there.
Yeah, Ludwig.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
And if throw Ludwig in there, throw try to think of somebody else. Can't think of nobody right now, but I'm pretty sure they have some options as far as the IC title is concerned. Maybe a Chad Gable, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody like that in there or whatnot. Shout out to what they're doing with his story too, because they kind of making it look real believable. That's not him. So shout out to them, man. So hopefully they book it right. I'd be cool with Jacob being in that match. But I don't know, man. I low-key want to see Jacob in a one-on-one match at Mania, man. But that's just me. Maybe they saving that or whatnot. Maybe you can't have too much at Mania because maybe you got to have some stuff trickle down the line. So maybe we get the solo betrayal of Jacob at Mania in that ladder match. It's gonna be interesting to see what they're about to do, man. But let's picky right now.
I don't think
they might.
I don't think they can put Jacob in a solo match at Mania because he has to win that if it's a one-on-one match with anybody. So if they do pick, knowing they're going to have him on Mania, they got to put him in a multi-man match. Well, the only way is to justify him not winning that.
What if it's a situation where I'm just throwing out a scenario to you real quick? What if they actually do Solo versus Jacob and Tama Tonga sides with Solo and cause Jacob the match? Would you accept Jacob losing that way?
I mean, yeah, as long as it's not clean, but that's a stupid storyline for how I'm going to go with Solo. But then again, that gives Jacob the route to just go on his solo venture on his own.
Go on his solo venture on his own.
That's a stupid way to break it all up.
Because I don't think Jacob beat anybody with him right now. You know what I'm saying? Just he don't need nobody with him.
But I'm cool with him having Tama Tonga and then and Tonga Loa let them be the tag team and then him be the new leader of they little crew or whatever. But it's Solo gonna do whatever on his own.
Speaking of tag teams, that's a great segue, brother. That's a great alley. I'll go ahead and dunk it. Ray, how y'all feel about Ray Phoenix potentially being on SmackDown instead of Raw with his brother?
I'm fine with it, man. Hey, let it marinate, man. It's too easy. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated not gonna, put them together at the start. In due time, they'll have their tag team run, man. Let them enjoy this singles opportunity instead of them getting automatically pigeonholed. Because if they automatically get pigeonholed, they end up in a predicament. Like if WWE knew what they knew now about the Street Profits, do you really think they'd have Montez Ford in a goddamn tag team right now? You know what I mean? Yeah, they want to be in a tag team. You know what I mean? And they want to stay linked up, which I commend them, and I love that. And everyone knows eventually that Montez Ford solo run is going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
With them already, with the Lucha Bros already being an established tag team, just to put them back together, it's like, all right, been there, done that. We didn't see that. We ain't seen what we about to see. We have kind of seen it in AEW. Because Ray's been I think both of them have actually been champions, international champions, if I'm not mistaken, or at least Ray has been.
I know Ray has. I don't know about Penta. I'll have to look into that.
Ray has. I don't think Penta has.
Anyway, but you can look up Penta's Lucha Underground. I think he's been champ there as well and stuff. So he's had his own solo run. So I think it'll be great for the mainstream to see that and watch them both, put their skills out there for the world to see on a larger stage.
I think. The only thing that my bad, Shaq.
Oh, you good, bro? No, you good. Willie said it all. You good, bro? Go ahead.
I think the only disappointment I have with it, overall, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Let Ray do his own thing, and then eventually they link up. The only thing I was disappointed about is because I felt like Raw needed kind of a shakeup. It's obvious that the New Day is gonna win the Raw Tag Team titles at some point. I don't know exactly when that's gonna be, but at some point this year, I'm willing to bet they're gonna win the Raw Tag Team titles. Because as much as I like the War Raiders as a tag team, they just don't move the needle. You know what I'm saying? They just don't move the needle, man. So, and maybe it's because the way they book, maybe it's because they lack a storyline. I don't know what it is, but right now they're just not moving the needle. And I love the War Raiders as a tag team, but they're just not moving the needle. So New Day is gonna take the reins, and right now SmackDown has all the tag teams. Raw doesn't. So I feel like you put him on Raw with Penta, then Lucha Bros versus New Day. That's a legit like dream rivalry as far as in the tag team division. So, but who knows, man? The New Day may not even stay on Raw. Like they might get moved to SmackDown.
Once they get time, the draft is coming.
The
draft is coming anyway, so they might end up getting drafted then, and that might be their tag debut or something.
Definitely. Our next two topics is all about tag teams. All about tag teams. So this next week on Monday Night Raw, I forgot where it's at. I know this week they're going to Italy. I can't remember where they're gonna be at. Monday night. I know they're still in Europe. I just can't remember. Matter of fact, no, they're in Glasgow. They're in Glasgow, Scotland. It's gonna be A-Town Down Under versus Jey Uso and a surprise tag team partner of his. Is it too early for the Usos to link back up?
Yes, and it's not going to be Jimmy.
You don't think it's going to be Jimmy?
Oh, no. Say his name, man. He appears. Come on,
you
man.
think it's going to be Joe Hendry?
He's from Scotland, bro. Dude from out there. He's from Scotland.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that
He's
would be
there.
nice. I didn't know he was
Come
from
on, they need that fan service out there, man. They need that fan service out there.
Yo, if Joe Hendry was his partner, that would be crazy. They would go bananas.
Come on, man. You got two of the like fan popular guys out there, especially with themes.
By the way, I think Scotland has the best random chat. I don't know what that chat is for. We can't say it right now. Well, I can't say it. Y'all didn't say it. But that chat that Drew led at the press conference and they said it the next day at the pay-per-view, I said, oh, that chat is so gangster, dog. That's a gangster chat. And y'all know which one I'm talking about?
Nah, I gotta check that one out.
That's why they say, here we effing go.
Okay.
They just said that joint. I said that joint's so tough, dog. But all right, cool. I wanted to see what y'all was thinking. I didn't realize Joe Hendry was from Scotland. That would be fire, bro. I like that. I like that. Y'all cooking with grease with that one. I like that. Also, new tag team champs, man. The Street Profits, man. Finally, after 4 long years, they are finally tag team champs again, man. How do we feel about the Street Profits? And more importantly, here's what I want to ask y'all, because I seen somebody post this on Instagram based on the promo they had with Legado del Fantasma backstage. Do they go full-blown heel? Do they remain tweeners? Or now that they champs, do they go back to being a babyface? So first, how y'all feel about it? Of course, I know we love it. But what direction do we go next with the Street Profits?
Keep him go full blown heel.
Full blown heel? Why you say that?
Keep him with that edge, man. Do what got you there. The new character change, the new creative with them seem to be working for him. So let's not deviate from that. Like, sure, the fans like you, either we're heel or face, but do what got you to the dance, man. Don't switch it up now.
Do you think they would have to? But all right, so I'm gonna put your booking cap on for a second, right? Because in order for them to go full blown heel, right now, Street Profits are beloved, man. It's the reason why when they tried the heel turn with Bobby Lashley, it didn't work. Like, they still was getting cheered. Like, people love the Street Profits. That's why people are so happy to see them win. But, that can all change at the drop of a dime with an act. What hellacious heel act would you have them do to turn them full blown heel and be 80?
Beat up Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's like a go-to for everybody, bro. That's messed up, bro.
Everybody.
Fuck up Rey Mysterio. Give me a little vacation real quick.
Beat up Rey Mysterio.
He's not even on SmackDown.
It don't matter. It's beat up Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, man.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh, come on. Can we find
Man,
somebody on SmackDown at the very least?
we get that.
Beat up. Why everybody got beat up Rey Mysterio, man? Disrespecting the GOAT, man. One of the GOATs, anyway. Silly, same question for you, bro. How you feeling about it, and what direction do they go from here?
I'm a fan of them winning the tag team titles. It's unfortunate that Bobby Lashley had to be a sacrifice in order for this to happen. That is very unfortunate. It didn't have to go this far just for them
Yeah.
boys to get back, in the title picture. We didn't have to go through this whole rigmarole, but again, here we are. So it is what it is. As far as them being face, heel, or tweeners, I'd rather them be tweeners, leaning face, but basically on some, we're just coming to get what we feel is rightfully ours. That doesn't necessarily mean you're a heel, unless you start to do heel tactics and shit. You know what I mean? They just was like, we upset, so we about to protest and just jump in other motherfuckers' matches and beat them up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's full heel, but that's just me personally. We just upset about how we've been treated over the last X amount of years. So we need our lick back. You know what I mean? And, we got our title. So yeah, I like it, man. Overall, I hope to see them continue on the tweener path. Just basically be on some, we ain't on no bitch shit. We straight beating anybody up who wants to smoke. If you want it, you can come get it. If we serving it out, in pounds. So.
Hey, all right. So first and foremost, I agree 100% with you, Willie. I think they should be tweeners. And it's kind of like Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker got that edge to him where he's kind of like a tweener. Like he's leaning towards being a face right now, but he won't smoke with everybody. He'll wreck anybody. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how the Street Profits got to be that edge. Like I don't think they necessarily got to go full blown heel. They could be tweeners, but they got to be on some, like, even with them being champs, they can't lose that edge. They got to be on some wreck everybody in sight mode. Like randomly too, like he ain't gotta have no rhyme or reason. Just this is our time, and if we even feel like you a threat, when you getting wrecked, you know what I'm saying? But Shaq, here's what I will say: if they were to go full blown heel, I have a way, and you tell me what you think.
All right.
I think the way to get them booed is you cost one of the most popular superstars in WWE right now. I'm gonna give you one guess to see to see if you know what I'm talking about.
Cost one.
Rhea Ripley, and then Bianca goes heel.
You cost Rhea Ripley that triple threat match at Mania. Somehow, some way, they interfere. Bianca wins, and they form a stable with Bianca and the Street Profits, full blown heels. That's one way you could do it. What you think about that?
That would be a vicious twist right there.
People love Rhea Ripley, especially now. Willie, you was on to something, and me and you had talked about how Super Rhea felt like people was getting stale with Super Rhea. Now that she's lost the belt, it felt like the ovations for her is getting louder, and people want to see her in chase mode. And what better way to have her almost win? It looked like she's about to win. The Street Profits cost her that. Turn Bianca heel. And side note about Bianca real quick. Have y'all noticed that every time she go to Europe, she get booed? Yeah, I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but every time Bianca go to Europe, she get booed, dog. She got booed against EO. When they had Bash in Berlin, they had that tag match. They booed Jade and Bianca. Well, they didn't boo Jade. I'm sorry. It was like boos for Bianca, though. Like, every time Bianca goes to Europe, she low-key got to be a heel. I don't know if y'all peeped that or not. But anyway, yeah, I think that would be one way to do it. You're thinking. What you thinking, Shaq? You can tell me if the idea sucks. I'm just throwing that idea
I've noticed something about you.
What's up?
Just like you say, Shaq want everybody to turn on everybody. You always want family and shit to join together and form some sort of super group. Nia Jax should join the bloodline, man. That'll be cold, you know what I'm saying? And now Bianca and Montez Ford gotta be together.
Man, that's the only that's the only thing I hold against Roman Reigns. Nia Jax should have been in the bloodline. She would have been way more believable as a champ as part of the bloodline, dog. She could have had a dominant run that would have justified it, man, and been like a force with them, yo. But I get it for storyline purposes. But Roman Reigns, if the bloodline ever comes back full circle, you can't have the bloodline without Nia Jax, man. Add her to it, man. You can leave Tamina at home though. But
To me, you got to do it too. That's family. And
Straight
then
shots.
you
Oh
got to
man.
put the Rock's daughter in it. Everybody got to go.
hey, I can't lie. You are right about that. I just think it's believable. But see, I didn't even notice I be doing that. You right though. You right. I do be
Funny,
doing that. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off when you
No,
finish.
you good. I like it. I think they could do it another way without. I mean, it's good. Like I want you to make like it's trash booking, but they could do it another way without even having to step on that whole aspect. There's always a way of, just beating up a popular baby face. That always seems to get it done. Just pick
Yeah.
one. Pick a very popular male baby face. Why are they talking to your ass?
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm scared that they gonna drop this belt soon though. I'm scared.
You think they transitional champs?
I hope not, man. But I'm scared they might put them belts on Pretty Deadly soon. Not to say that Pretty Deadly doesn't
Pretty
deserve
Deadly
it.
deserves a run.
I'm about to say, hey man, I'm
They
a pretty
deserve
deadly
a
fan.
run, but not this soon. Wait, can we wait till like SummerSlam? Can we get the Street Profits like a meaningful run? Can we wait till like SummerSlam or something? You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with Pretty Deadly eventually being champs. Just not right now. Let's wait a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's just wait. So yeah. Let's see. Also, post check real quick. I want to see if I'm tripping. There's a match on Mania that I thought I would be excited for. I'm excited for one person that's getting this opportunity though. Don't get me wrong. But I thought I would be more excited for this match than I actually am. And I'm not really excited for this match right now. And I think they're doing everything they can to make us be excited for this match. But I don't think it's working. And y'all can tell me if I'm tripping. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are we anticipating Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte right now? On a scale of, and either one of y'all can go first.
Man,
I mean, just because we know that Charlotte gonna dog walk her, dog. So it's like, let's just get there and get it over with.
For Dog Walker, you don't think it's gonna be a good match?
I mean, it'll be a good match. I think we all know Charlotte winning.
the frustrating thing about 2 of the title matches on the card at Mania this year is that we kind of already know who the winner. And I think that part of that plays in, the lack of excitement between the Charlotte Tiffany match and the Jey Uso Gunther match. It's like, all right, the first time Cody went to WrestleMania finishes already versus Roman, people thought he was going to win that one, but he lost it, right? Even though people were like, nah, he's got to win it. The second time around, this time it was like, all right, man, he's got to win it. And people were just waiting for that moment. And once it came, people were excited, yes, but what carried that was just a story leading all the way up into that, not just the match itself, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the story build up. We've been there, done that. We didn't see these 2 guys fight. You know what I mean? That's not where, it's going to be a great match, cool, but that's not what we're looking forward to. It was a story that led up to it that continued to keep our attraction. That is what is lacking here in both the Charlotte Tiffany story and the Gunther Jey Uso story. Like once they gave it up at Saturday Night Main Event, people have been like, why? Really, everyone's like, why? Why are we doing this again?
The only pushback I would say about Jey Uso and Gunther is that we just focus on Jey Uso's build up. This has been building up since SummerSlam in Detroit. Well, actually, no, this has been building up since we can go back to Hell in a Cell in the pandemic. Like Jey Uso has had, I want to say 1, 2, 3. All right, so he had the first 2 with Roman Reigns, and then he had a title match against Roman Reigns again at SummerSlam in Detroit. Then he had, right after WrestleMania last year, he fought Damian Priest for the title and lost at Backlash in France. And then he had an opportunity against Gunther for the IC title, lost.
Mm-hmm.
Then he lost 2 more matches to Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. So he's had like 7 title matches, 1 win, and that's the one he had against Braun Breaker, and he lost. So it has been a build-up to see if he can win the big one. I'm be honest with you though, I wouldn't be surprised if Gunther won this match. It's more than likely. I agree with you. I don't think he is.
I'm gonna tell you this, like before you continue on.
Go ahead.
This is what I will say: the WWE has done a very, very good job in sowing into Gunther's story, his Achilles heel, which is his confidence. Whenever he gets overly confident, that boy will lose a match. That's
That's
how he
true.
lost to
That's true.
Sammy.
That's
This
true.
is how he's
That's
going to
true.
lose here. Look what he's been doing. Trying to convince Jay, hey, man, you don't want this smoke anymore. I done dusted your ass already enough. I'm going to your brother. Please, man. Go talk some
Yeah.
sense into the old boy, man. I'm going
I
to
don't
kill that
think.
man.
I,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't think. I don't think Jay wins clean though. I think Jimmy helps. Kind of some stuff like I owe this to you. Like I cost you the title like a few times. You know what I mean? Kind of like on some I owe you stuff, and that's how you protect Gunther. I don't think Gunther can lose this match clean. I do agree with you though. I didn't even peep that they
You
do
don't
have
think
a
he
way
can
of.
he can lose it clean?
I don't think Gunther can lose this clean. I really don't. And I
Crazy.
want to see I want to see Jey Uso win this match more than
I disagree
anybody.
with that. He's going to lose
I
clean.
think if Jay wins, he has to win.
Yeah.
You think he has to win
Sammy
clean?
won clean.
If Jay wins, he has to. I don't think he's gonna win, but if he wins, he has to win.
But you don't think he gonna win? Why you got
Sammy
Gunther
won
winning?
clean, though.
Sammy did win clean. I forgot about that.
Right.
You right. You right. You right with it.
Although he had to
You
drop
right.
that nigga on his head from the top rope, like, but
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he won
I
clean
remember
though.
I remember when Sammy did that move, I jumped out of my seat like, oh yeah. Nah, I mean, Shaq, why you got Jay losing? Why you got Gunther winning?
Still, man. So put it like this: I look at it as a dimension of returns. Even if Jay loses, right? Is his popularity going anywhere?
yes.
I
Yeah.
don't think. I don't at all.
It's not going to take
I don't think so at all.
the front end hit. It's going to take the legacy hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Cause it's
fair. Like if he hit, that's fair.
Because it's
But
just of how, once again, just of how long it is. This is literally has been building up since the pandemic. This goes back to the pandemic, yo. Like of him, like this is how Jey Uso completes his story. Like we thought it would be against Roman Reigns, but this is how he completes his story. Like he finally won the big one at the Royal Rumble. Finally, you know what I'm saying? He wins this match, and then after he wins this match, he finally gets his full apology and respect from Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying? Because he finally completed his story, like completed his version of his story, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with Willie. I think I don't know how else you get us invested in this. We was about to 90% of his fans threw in the towel after Saturday Night Main Event. And then you give us this hope by him winning the Royal Rumble. If he loses his match, I don't know where we go from here. I don't even think a Money in the Bank win would fix it. I really don't. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I think people will start to lose interest in him actually like going after the title. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that would be tough, man. That would be tough. I think there was one more thing. There was one. Oh, I did have one more question before we get to you, Shaq, real quick.
yeah,
This ain't on the agenda, but I thought about this right before we got on air, and I wanted to see what you guys think. Do we get a Mercedes Moné versus Tony Storm rivalry in 2025? And the reason
Let
why
me
I
look at the
asked,
pay-per-view schedule while you're talking right now.
and I'm gonna say the reason why I asked because the whole time I've been thinking what's next for Tony Storm. Now, as great as Tony Storm is, she can have a rivalry with Thunder Rosa, Willow Nightingale. There's a lot of women that she can have a rivalry with. But I think it's only one person that she can have a rivalry with that might live up to what she had against Mariah May, and that's Mercedes Moné. As far as like in-ring wrestling, maybe not promo. Well, I don't know. I think Mercedes is better on the mic than people give her credit for. But with that being said, like that's the name that came to my mind. So I wanted to see if y'all think they're gonna wait because she already got 4 belts, or do we really get a Mercedes Moné versus Tony Storm rivalry in 2025?
I think like they could do it as a one-off, like, but because who loses that? Like that's all thing. It could be like a one-off, not for no belt or anything like that. But because who loses that? Tony is,
Hey,
yeah,
depend.
like Tony's definitely over. Probably one of the most over in the company, and you see how they have Monet on the pedestal. So I don't know how they would book that.
You know how I would answer that question, and
How
this
so?
may be a reach, but I would say depending on who they're trying to make the GOAT, Because if Tony Storm wins this rivalry, then think she's the greatest AEW women's wrestler of all time. If she's not already. If Mercedes Moné walks out of that match with 5 belts, you're talking about a pedestal. That would be crazy. So it's just about who they try to take to that next level the most. And only one person got that answer, and that's Tony Khan. Not Tony Khan. Yeah, Tony Khan. Yeah. I always get him and Nick mixed up. But yeah, Tony. I don't know. What you thinking, Chili?
I don't think so. If they do it, it'll probably have to be at one of their biggest shows of the year. So that's either All in Texas, that's in July. This March, for April, May, June, 4 months. Ample time to get that story in, in the programming in total. I don't see what purpose it serves though right now. That's where I'm stuck at.
Okay.
That's
so
where I'm
you,
stuck.
So you think for right now, Tony Storm better off like, and I'm not saying the rivalry has to happen right now. I'm just saying at some point 2025, but you think she's better off feuding with other people until Mercedes drops some of them belts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that. And again,
Okay.
I do think even if they do go against Jill, I think Tony Storm should win that match right now, if I'm being honest, and not Mercedes Moné. But yeah, I think, and not I don't think they need them to go against each other anytime soon. Maybe next year at earliest.
Yeah, I think if, let's say it were to happen, I agree with you. If it was to happen right now with Mercedes Moné holding the 4 belts, I agree with both of y'all. I think, like to Shaq, to your point, I think it should be a one-off. Willie, to your point, if it does happen, Tony Storm should win. And then when Mercedes drops some of them belts, if not all of them, then she goes back after Tony Storm, and then maybe she wins then. So I agree with both of y'all. All right, Shaq, brothers, on you, man. What we got?
Well, to all my people that still watch wrestling, it is time for the world famous this or that segment, either or. Last week, gentlemen, we had some homework to do. I hope you all
Shit.
see.
Oh shit.
See, I
What was the
even put a
project?
message in the Discord earlier. I think yesterday, as a matter of fact. It's cool, man. It's all right. You all was,
we with it. You said homework, right?
yeah, you all were supposed to come back with your personal favorite top 3 promos of all time.
Okay.
It's a tough list, bro. It really
I
is,
know
man.
it's very tough. That's why I gave y'all a week to go through and read through stuff and look through stuff. This is actually a dope concept, but I'm gonna make a long form video on this because chopping it down to 3 was
The
very,
hard
very
one, huh?
tough.
Pause.
Man, yeah.
That was kind of wild.
Man, I'm gonna go. Willie, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Yeah, no particular order. Jay Lethal versus Ric Flair, the woo off, that will always be in my top 5.
That's classic.
You know
That's
what I mean?
hilarious.
But we're doing top 3, right? So that's gonna be in my top 3. The woo off, I always get a laugh out of that. Pipe bomb, just because that was one of the first times I really saw like that actual, oh shit, they talk about other shit for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know if this is real or not. That was one of the first times I was legit. Like, I know this shit fake. Whoa, this nigga going off script, or he like, this is like what they supposed to be doing right now. And then it's so easy to like choose low hanging fruit. Austin 316, pick a rock promo.
No, that's why I said not the greatest. Like, because greatest and favorite are 2 different things. Those are your favorites.
What comes to mind, I'm gonna reset. And MJF, you fucking Mark promo to Tony Khan.
Scathing, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one as well. So I'll say that's, and I'm pretty sure I can interchange some depending on my mood, but I'll go with those 3 right there.
Let's see what you got.
This is tough, man. Number 3, this is tough, man. But number 3, I'll probably go.
Wouldn't it be tough if y'all did your homework? God damn, y'all just like the students.
Nah, I did my homework. I had a list. This is tough, man. But number 3, I'm gonna have Stone Cold up here twice. Number 3 is gonna be the Stone Cold Austin 316 is going promo. That's 3. 2, because I remember being mad that Stone Cold won. I was hot, and then we
now look at you.
Yeah, I did. Then he cut that promo. I was like, that joint is kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. 2 gotta be Ric Flair, man. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, Kiss Stealer, Willie Dillis, all this, man. That's legendary, bro. Legendary. But number one was easy for me. Number one was easy
I
for
got an
me.
honorable mention that I'm thinking about once we're done. If he doesn't
You
comment
can
it
say
now.
you can say honorable mention. I got like 3 honorable mentions.
Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. I'm gonna tell you my honorable. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my honorable mention later. Number one for me is my favorite promo of all time. It's a combination of 2 weeks in a row. Okay. The first week is when The Rock is on that bridge waiting for Stone Cold to get. Now that number one was easy. When The Rock on that bridge talking that Cold, it's all Stone Cold come around the
He
corner.
said
Oh, The
the
Rock
rock
smells
smell
trash.
trash.
Rock smells trash. And then when he had the promo the week after for the funeral for Stone Cold, man, legendary, bruh. To this day, I don't know if y'all remember The Rock when we was in college. They came out with the most electrifying moments VHS joint, the DVD joint. Yeah, I used to buy that joint and I used to fast forward all the way to The Rock's one-liners. They had like a 10-minute highlight reel of just all The Rock's classic promos and one-liners. And that joint is classic, bruh. That joint brings tears to my eyes every time I watch it. Looking at that lifeless dummy flying off the bridge, a Stone Cold falling. As a kid, I thought Stone Cold would drown.
I thought it was Stone Cold. Damn, Stone Cold know how to swim.
Saw that flagling dog.
And then Jim Ross sold that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jim Ross sold that, bruh. And then they had the funeral the next week. I will say my honorable mention though is once again involving The Rock, but him and Hurricane backstage. That promo they cut in the locker room. That joint's a classic. He said, you're nobody. He said, hold on 1 second. Wait, it's you. It's nobody.
He said he knows you.
Classic.
All right,
What you
wait.
got?
Honorable mention for you. Kurt Angle. I don't know if you're gonna clip in little snippets of this. If you want to clip this, like, you know what I mean. The Kurt Angle. I'm a man. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. I ain't trying to get caught lacking.
We trying to get sponsors, man.
Yo, that was one of the wild. Wait a minute. Whoa, wait. What?
Hey, that joint and Sexy Kurt is hilarious.
Man, I'm in tears. I'm in tears right now. Just laughing about that.
Sexy Kurt was hilarious. You know what it probably, if we had an underrated list, on my underrated list would have to be those backstage promos between Kane and Daniel Bryan when they was in therapy. Those joints was hilarious. But Zach, you go ahead, my bad, dog.
I'm gonna go ahead with my honorable mentions first. My first honorable mention, fairly recent, is from Talking Smack between DB and The Miz.
Yeah, it's classic.
Miz went insane on DB.
Yeah.
He hit a nerve when DB called him a coward. And The Miz went nuclear on him.
Nuclear.
I thought they really was about to scrap. Like, cause they said that was real, like unscripted. The Miz just flew off the handle.
Which promo, real quick, which promo you think better, that one or the one he cut when he was throwing them nukes at Roman Reigns and John Cena?
I think if you ask me, real talk, I think the better one out of both of them is when he went crazy on Enzo.
I don't remember. I gotta watch that again. I don't remember that.
Because he saw Enzo in the viewer, because everything that happened to The Miz happened to Enzo. Like, he got thrown out the locker room. None of the wrestlers in the backstage like him. And he was like, and he just went crazy on Enzo. Like, vicious verbal assault. Yeah.
But go ahead, my bad, bro.
That one. And it's crazy that I can't. And the second honorable mention I wanted to, but I want to put that in top 3 was the second JF and CM Punk. When MJF said, you're the reason why I am today, you made the devil. Like, I looked up to you when I was a little kid. I wanted to be just like you again.
Broke my heart with her.
You broke my heart.
You like, is that for real?
You had a picture of him at the meet and greet. Like, you left me when I needed you the most. Like, that right there was killer.
That was.
My top 3 is number 3 is that promo at when Paul Heyman cut on Vince McMahon.
I was going to say that one too, and I will mention I should have thought about
the death of ECW, how you took over the territories, and how you're the person that killed wrestling and created your precious sports entertainment. He blames you. I blame you for everything. Number 2 is the debut.
He meant that too.
Yeah, he did mean that. Yeah.
He meant that.
Number 2 is the debut of Hollywood Rock. Like, I'm talking about classic. The first night after WrestleMania, after he beat Hogan, and he turned into Hollywood Rock, and that's when the first time he went heel. And for a long time, it's the classic line. He was like, "Because this is where you want to know why I'm here in Toronto." He said, "I'm gonna let you know why. Because right here where it all started. That's right. Last year, 68,000 strong of you mother Canuckers booing the Rock."
that.
And then he was like, "Yes, you did. Yes, you did." He said, "No, no, no. You lost. It's not sing along with the Rock." The debut of Hollywood Rock in Toronto. And number 1, Willie said it. Number 1 is the pipe bomb. It brought that right there. Brought a lot of people back to wrestling because there's like, what is this shit for real? And the best parts about that joint is the shit where he talk about Vince McMahon and look where we are, full circle now.
Mm-hmm.
And look where we are. We say, "I'm gonna tell you about Vince McMahon. He's the biggest bully I've ever seen." And yeah, look where we are.
Well, almost made my list for sure was the origin of Uzi when
Sammy?
when Sammy broke them balls. Like that almost made the list. That's what
There was a couple. I was going for like the joint that drew me in emotionally. Like I was either invested, I was laughing, or I was just like, "Yeah, this is a damn good promo." The last one I almost made it. I just couldn't do it. The WrestleMania aftermatch promo with Ric Flair and Macho Man each got their own promos. Beautiful stuff.
Macho Man got a few. The cream of the crop joint.
Macho Man had a couple, but that would be top 5. But I could have put top 3.
Shout out to the 80s cocaine.
The purest of white.
The purest of white. Purest of white, man. What I was about to say. But yeah, man. It's been another episode, man. Episode 29. We almost at 30. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But appreciate y'all for watching us. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the content. We on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Soon to be on Apple Play and Google Play, man. Y'all look out for us, man. Stay tuned to some stuff we got coming up. But in the meantime, man, as always, y'all be blessed. Have a great week. And thank you for still watching wrestling, man.
Peace. Lay up, man. Why?